And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins now on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Jump out! 158! Zone.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And got his man complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 50 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, where y'all going? Right and left. Yeah, Liz.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zone. Jump out! Strong right! Get reset. Hey, easy. Over. Done. Oko, over here. Back north.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down in the play to the 37. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
50. Here we go. Listen to me. Listen to me. Out, 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 out. Leave it, leave it. Ringo, 48. Let's see it.
A give. This is Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Hey, Steamer. Liz, 50. Here we go. Wait, the hot.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Handoff comes to Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ringo.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Ringo. Wide. Check three. Two.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring
to the throw, became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
from the 21. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Liz. Gun. Hold. Over.
On play action. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Come on.
On 3rd down. That's Marshall. Room here to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Right now, you got 58. Back to north. That's fine, yeah.
On 1st down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Hey, check 26. Gun. Strong right. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Box it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
That's fine, yeah.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Hey, that guy lives. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
300.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Bingo.
Second down, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Lucky 50. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Go ahead. Shit, watch the shit. Lucky 50. 49,
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now the man for UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Hey, take 26. Hey, 50. Over. Get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hodges. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go, come on. Blue 58. That's fine, yeah.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the carry, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's 50. Line out. Under.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's 50. Here we go.
Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kevin King with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Over. Wide left. 36,
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
18. A 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Rodgers now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And again, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Lynn 50, Lynn 50. Check safety. Bases.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 41 yards. Cousins giving this Vikings offense a bit of a spark early on in his tenure in purple as his guys have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They run it again with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. Flush to his right. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Skirts by him at the 35. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Over here.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Zoom. Jump out! Throw right!
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw, and that is caught. Touchdown! And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Gets fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Clipper! Yellow! Lucky Pistons! Place it hard!
Here's Cousins. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.